I can remember telling Mom that I was going to have a horse farm and live in a log house. And I was probably 10 or 11 years old. I've traveled everywhere in the United States. And I just always liked this. I would say it's probably because of where my family came from. It's in me. There wasn't any homes here, but I just figured I'd build a log house. Anybody that grew up around me knew that I was going to live in a log cabin sometime. I was just always that way. 2006, I moved down here. Brought all the horses here.
Sent the papers in this morning.
Started making the yard get away from the house more and more and more. Tina still worked in Ohio and had to go to the office, so she had to stay there. So she would come down here on the weekends, drive down here. I learned a lot while I went. I had a pretty good idea what I was doing. We've had lots of kittens and dogs and all that stuff, and just watching them all get out here because it's paradise for all those animals out here. It was hardcore and hard, but I didn't have any trouble with it. I was fine. I used to go to Ohio for our family stuff and feel bad because I had Tina away from that kind of life. But as soon as you got back down in here, it was like, I don't feel bad. I'm glad to be back. We were without power and water for 17 years before we got it. And I don't know too many of them that put up with that or could handle it or anything, and I was perfectly fine with it. I had that hill up there where the shop's at leveled off. We dropped that hill probably 3 feet and cut probably 50 trees off of it. And I built that pole building around it because of all the stuff I had in Ohio that I had to move and put it somewhere. Started putting up fences so we could maintain the horses a little bit. But that's how it all got started.